Hi, I'm Katie Parlow, and I'm going to be giving my best effort at my speech on the high costs of healthy food and the way it relates to obesity. A typical grocery trip includes calculating the costs of the goods and then purchasing them. When the healthier goods cost more, it makes it easier for families to choose the less healthy options because they are much cheaper. Because of this, there's a definite correlation between the inflated prices of healthy foods and fatty foods in relation to the patterns of national obesity. The reason that I noticed this is when I was younger, as I was growing up, we didn't have as much money as we do now, and our snacks were more junk foods like honey buns instead of healthy foods like carrots. Now, carrots aren't that much more expensive, but healthy foods come in smaller quantities compared to a box of 12 snack cakes for $1 or $2 for a small little bag of vegetables. My first point is that healthy foods cost more, and it is hard for people to continue to eat healthy, and it's hard for Americans to live a lifestyle that is both fast-paced and healthy because we're always on the go, so it is easier to pick up convenience foods. And by convenience foods, I mean foods that are at McDonald's or any other fast food place, gas station snacks, anything like that. It is much easier to pick that up when you're always on the go. And and even though there are healthy fast food chains like Panera Bread, it still costs more than going to McDonald's. So for a larger family, it could be difficult to continue to pay for that. Now, another factor is that it is hard for Americans with less money to pay for organized activities. And these organized activities, even if you're not eating as healthy, as long as you exercise, you can remain healthy or healthier. So, with the high cost of activities and the high cost of foods, it's very difficult for people to remain healthy. And there's a statistic that is really shocking to me. Before 1994, only 5% of childhood cases of diabetes were obesity related, which is type 2 diabetes. Now, type 2 diabetes accounts for 30% of all childhood cases. That's shocking. That is a huge increase in only 21 years. It has to come from the rising cost of foods. I don't see any other place it could come from. Also, over the last 3 decades, obesity has grown almost threefold among young Americans. That is so disheartening to hear, and it shocks me that it is so difficult to keep obesity down. Lastly, the media has a very robust advertising machine that spends most of its time looping ads for McDonald's, or everybody's seen the Hardee's commercials with the pretty girls holding a hamburger, but there's never any ads for any vegetables or fruits. All we see are fast foods in restaurants. Additionally, food can be, I don't want to say like a drug, but everything needs moderation. And food ads don't have the same types of warning labels like tobacco ads do. And eating fatty foods can be just as unhealthy as smoking can if you do it in excessive amounts. So in conclusion, it is hard not to relate obesity with the high cost of food when, like I said, a box of honey buns costs $1, but a pack of berries is $3. It's difficult for a family with more members in it to keep up the costs of paying for the food. That is all I have for my speech so far, and this next part is going to be me criticizing myself. So what I can do better is I need to add more information, I need to transition better, and when I give my actual speech, I have this idea where my visual aid, I'm going to get $10 worth of junk food and then $10 worth of healthy food, and somehow I'll probably record that separately or something, and that will display the significant difference in how much food you can get for $10. Also, I know I need to work on looking down at my notes and messing with my hair and messing with everything else. I need to learn how to get more focused. Thank you.